Hello everybody, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Welcome to another FF14 video. I am your host JSauce, and today we will be talking about Beginner's Guide to Gathering. Okay, the first thing you need to know about gathering is that three professions exist. The first one would be botanist, the second one is miner, and the third one is fisherman. In order to get all three of these in one go, make sure you have completed the level 15 MSQ envoy to Gridania, envoy to Limsa, and envoy to Ulda. With that out of the way, let's see where they're at. So the first one, the Botanist Guild, is located on Old Gridania. And you need to talk to Guildmaster Fufusha, which is right here at 6.5 by 7.8 in Old Gridania. You even have an Aetheryte called the Botanist Guild if you're already unlocked all the Aetherytes in this city, and you can come here directly. If not, if you come on foot from New Gridania, just if you start right here, you go to the northwestern section of Old Gridania. For our second job, the mining, we're going to start in the main Aetheryte on Ulda. Hit it. And there is also an Aetheryte that goes to the Miners Guild. And the third one, the fisherman, is in Limsa. We go to the main Aetheryte here, and we hit the Fisherman's Guild. They will put us right in front of it. However, if you do not have the Aetheryte yet, you need to come south from the main Aetheryte, go down some stairs to the lower decks, follow this path past the Rogue Guild, go north, and you will find not only the Aetheryte for the Fisherman's Guild, or Fisherman, and you will need to talk to the guild lead, which is Sisipo, which is right behind me, and she'll be at 7.9 by 14.5 on the lower decks. Now remember, each of the classes will give you a job quest at level 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, and it will be a job quest for all of those three roles every 5 levels. Make sure to do it before you do anything else. Now on to how to actually gather. So you will have this action once you switch to this job called Arbor Call. This action basically tells you where the nodes are in relation to your position right now. So if we activate Arbor Call, it tells me that there's a grade 5 mature tree 28 yalms to the west. And if you notice on your radar / minimap, there's a shiny node right there. Once you get here, you find the level 5 mature tree. Now you cannot gather anything above your level. So the level 5 node, which is the lowest, will have level 1 latex. So what you do, you can enable quick gathering by pressing triangle on the PS4, or you can do it manually. If you enable quick gathering, it will gather the entirety of the node without you having to press any more buttons except for the initiate. Okay, that's your first gathering. Now another thing you need to know about the clusters is that there's always 3 of them in close proximity, allowing you to make a little bit of a, triangle to farm these. So what I like to do is to know where they are roughly so I can gather faster. I go to waymarks and I put an A here where I first gathered the first node. Then I hit Arbor Call, and it sends me to a second one. And with the second one discovered, I put a B here. Right? I gather latex once again. And now I'm going to hit my arbor call one more time. And it sends me oh, actually it's sending me this way, which is 76, but I'm gonna put it here because it's closer. So gathering this one, which is the third one. So these three are in close proximity to each other. Once you accomplish that, you can go to the waymarks once again, grab the C, and put it in this general area. So if you notice for right now, you have A, B, and C. Once you go to A, though it slightly changes, there's the mature tree. And then after you gather that one, you come down here, and this one will pop. And so on and so forth. And if you have all places marked, you just run from A to B to C and making your gathering really effective. If you look here on the map, you see it forms kind of a triangle. And this will help you gather whatever you need for your job quests. Next up, we're going to discuss how to level. So you basically have two ways. The first way is you go to your logs and gathering log. And you can start gathering from all the way to level 1. Grabbing these materials as they level up. When you hit level 2, you go grab a snail, maple, and so on and so forth. This is a good complementary way to level up your craft. However, your gather, I mean. However, to level up faster, and I'm going to give you an example as the botanist. You come to the roost here on Gridania at 12.1 by 13.3, and you'll meet Gartrand, a leaf meat. Okay, what you're going to do is from 1 to 5, you're going to pick the fieldcraft leaves, and in this case the botanist, but you can do this with anyone actually. So we pick the botanist, but you can do fisher and miner in this area if you choose to. Level 1, and you have 2. We could start the fire, which requires you to go to the bannock, which is in the central shroud. And lovely latex, which you just gathered, and you guys saw where it was. She's just literally south ways from here. You take these two quests, like so. Lovely latex, and we couldn't start the fire. So here on the map, right under the Jade deck, you have 2 green circles. Green circles is the color code for lev meats. In this case, gathering lev meats. So how do you activate? So this circle here is for the lovely latex. So you enter the circle, go to your log, lovely latex, and initiate. Since you're level 1, you're gonna go to the difficulty level and put it to +0. So it matches your level. You can go +1, but be careful. Once the level meat starts, all you have to do is gather the ingredients that are required of you on the time limit you have. In this case, 19 minutes and 45 seconds, and you will need 35 pieces of latex. Okay, once that's done and you hit the final ones, the quest will immediately complete and ask you if you want to go to the Bannock. If you have 2 quests, you say no. If you finish both quests, you can press yes. Come to Muriel. Collect your reward. And rinse and repeat. This way, you will level up your gathering classes much faster than just doing a Yulog. However, once you reach level 20 on your class, you have a secondary way of leveling up your gathering classes. That is, if you go to Foundation. Once you arrive here, go to the main Aetheryte, press. Once you get here and you're looking at the Sky Builders board, so if you go right hand side, that will be for crafting activities. If you go left hand side to this stall over here and talk to Orville, which is located in the firmament at 10.8 by 14.0, you have a chance to go to the diadem. Once you travel there, you can gather mats for the crafters to turn in their loot, not their loot, their crafts on this one and get scripts. Right? But that's not why you're here. You're here for EXP, right? So once you get off the diadem, let's pretend I just came out of it, talk to Flotsapan, Flotsapan, the resource inspector. He will inspect and approve all of the mats you gather, and you get some Sky Builder scripts for each mat that you gather. So this is an option, although I still would say just do leave meats unless you really want to do the diadem to level up your gathering classes much faster. But this is a second way, a viable way, albeit slower, but it's still there. You can do this with your gathering classes as soon as you hit level 20. So now, where to get those level meats, and I'm going to give you guys the locations from level 1 level meats all the way to level 20. And then from that point on, I trust you guys understand the system and you can start going to the places yourselves. Also, I will leave a leveling guide for your gathering classes down on the description below. So let's start with the first one from level meets from level 1 to 5. We got Gontrand and the Canopy at 11.8 by 13.4. We get Muriel at 23.8 by 19.5 and the Bannock, which is in the Central Shroud. For level 10s, we have Tierney in the Bent Branch Meadows, also in the Central Shroud, at 22.5 by 22.2. For the level 15 level meets, you come and talk to Kina at Hawthorne's Hut in Eastern Shroud at 17.2 by 27.2. And for level 20 and 25, you have Neil and the Quarry Mill, which is just in South Shroud, and he will be at 25.4 by 20.2. You will notice at some point when you're running through the map that you will have nodes that pop up where you can gather. As you can see on the mini map right there, the golden nodes are the ones that you gather with your main weapon, which is, for in the case of the botanist here, is the axe, but you will find silver ones as well. Those silver ones are meant to be gathered with your scythe, which is your secondary gathering weapon. So gold is for primary, usually logs and stuff of that sort, and branches and whatnot. And the third, the silver one, is the one that has to do with your scythe, which is basically flowers, plants, and all that good stuff. That's the difference between the two of them, and that's why they're a different color. Okay, now, and finally, what are each of the gathering professions best suited for each of the crafting professions? So, if we start with botany here, it contributes a lot to weaving, carpentry, culinary, and leatherworking. The mining will be more for blacksmithing, armorsmithing, alchemy, and goldsmithing, and fishing will be contributing mostly to alchemy and culinary skills. So with all of that, you possess now the basic knowledge to go out there and start leveling your gatherers. I hope this video really helped, and until the next one, peace out.